Being a refugee was actually my superpower. I'm originally from Iraq. In 1990, Saddam invaded Kuwait. Unfortunately, we had a dictator. Dictators just do what they want. The United States did not like what he was doing. Instead of supporting him, they started basically a war. One specific night that I clearly remember was the night of the bombings. My family and I basically huddled in the corner, my dad hugging us like we could die at any moment. I remember him just reciting Quranic verses, and then I fell asleep. And when I woke up, half the city was wrecked. People died, and my uncle died, and a lot of people lost so much. I carried survivor's guilt. I survived, and other people didn't. We went to the outskirts of Iraq, where we ended up staying for a couple of days before we ended up seeking refuge in Saudi Arabia. And then Saddam turned on us even more. So he called everyone that left a traitor, and that if they were to return, he would execute them. So not only were we homeless and countryless, we were also stranded in the desert. And on top of that, we were considered traitors to our own country. So it was a defining moment in life to understand your humanity. When you're in survival, it's amazing how creative the mind becomes, how the mind seeks ways to survive. I really tried to understand what my ancestors were doing, because they went from Sumerians to Babylonians to going through wars, going through kingdoms. When you take time and unravel it, you realize that the people there have endured a lot. I realized how strong I was from my ancestral heritage, that the things that I was feeling weren't just my own. It was this passed down traumatic experience of how to deal with survival. When I came to America, I wanted to fit in, I wanted people to like me, and I wanted people to know about the Middle Eastern heritage more than what was regularly seen. Unfortunately, Arabs and Middle Eastern heritage has been negative for as long as I've been here. What do I have to do to ensure that you're not going to just judge me by being an Arab person or a Middle Eastern person or a Muslim? You're going to judge me based on the fact that I'm a human being and I deserve your respect. I have to really understand myself, understand my gifts. I have to study and further enhance them in every way, shape, or form so that I'm an image of my truest self. You have to be who you are. That's what matters most. And you have to do whatever it takes to get to who you are. I wanted to embrace what it means to be a refugee, because it's not a bad thing. It's a thing that happens to people because of a bad situation. Those people are the essence of resilience. Being a refugee was actually my superpower. It was the training ground for what I needed to come to America, because I had so many obstacles waiting. And so it became my superpower. And now that's a reservoir for positivity and not a reservoir of being a victim. Why would I neglect that part of my life when it was the essence of my life?